Welcome to the RK Astro and good morning to all of you. And today we are going to talk about the Taurus Ascendant people, how this Jupiter transit, which is going to happen on 22nd April 2023, how this Jupiter transit in the sign of Aries will affect you people, what you will gain from all. Let's welcome Akash Chauhan from Calgary, Canada. And Akash ji, welcome.
Thank
And
you.
please guide the Taurus people and please tell about who are the Taurus people, Taurus ascendant people, basically.
So, Rohitji, as we discussed here, this is how it goes. This is a good way. So, Taurus is the one who have number two in their first house in their horoscope, in their chart, in their Lagna chart, not in Navamsha or any other divisional charts. This is the birth chart of your the placements of the planet or the Lagna is according to your birth time and birthplace and birth city. So anyone who has number two in their first house is Taurus ascendant. Okay, so Jupiter is going to transit in the house of Aries, that is in the 12th house for Taurus ascendant. And the very good part is that Jupiter here in the 12th house is so comfortable, so it has such good what you say resistance here that it will not do anything bad because Jupiter is the positive planet and it will never do bad for anyone. So in the 12th house, when Jupiter comes, what are the things that we can understand? First, there will be some type of connection with some foreign land, somewhere, some way or somehow, there will be some connection with foreign lands for you. You will be either working with a business partner in the foreign, or either with your siblings, or either connection of your mother, or either connection which has relation with research, because Jupiter sitting in the 12th house is the natural karaka of long distance journey, right? Again, the 12th house is the house of moksha as well. So here also, what is moksha? Moksha is the path. It's a long journey to get moksha. Same way, Jupiter here is gonna be in the 12th house, Aries, and it's a very good friend of Mars. So here it gives very fruitful results. And we have to understand that the 12th house has some different significance. The 12th house is mostly considered as the house of loss, right? Or final stages of life. But there are so many good things about 12th house that we don't talk about. Most astrologers don't talk about. The 12th house is the house which actually decides your investments. That your karmic investments, even your money investments. So all kind of investment which you do, the time you spend on something is decided by your 12th house. It also decides that the donation part of your life, that how and how much will can you spare for the world. It also th- tells about your satisfaction, that are you satisfied or are you not satisfied. Jupiter when comes here, it makes you a satisfied person. You want to get rid of unwanted things, so you will say, oh, I have so many things in my house which I don't use, why don't I donate it? I have so much money in my bank account, why don't I just help someone? So this is the house of realization. You realize that material world is nothing. Rohitji, I want to give a small example here. When Sikandar, who ruled Asia for a very long time, right? When he was dying, so what happened at that time? He was on the deathbed and he said to the Veds, the what you say, the medicine people around him, that hey, Can you just keep me alive for few more hours because my mother is on the way and I want to see her before I die? And they were like, I we think it is impossible. Sikandar offers them that I will give you half the kingdom I rule if you do that. The healers replied that you give us full of your kingdom, but still we cannot save you because death is standing right in front of you. There and at that time, Sikandar got enlightened. He called his subordinates and he told them that when I die, when you will be carrying me on a arthi, that is a Hindu tradition where you carry the body on a bamboo made bed. He said, keep my both my hands out of the arthi. And they asked why. Because he said, I want to give a message to the world that even Sikandar, who ruled almost all of Asia, couldn't take anything with him when he was leaving this world. So his hands were empty. So here Jupiter will give you such kind of results. So moving on from here, let's move to the first drishti of Jupiter, that is on the fifth house, that is on Leo. Very good friend. Sun is a very good friend of Jupiter, and the fourth house, the fifth Rashi house, the fourth house is the house of comfort, domestic happiness, your mother, land, and so many other things, your assets, movable assets, your car, your house, your what do you say, your everything that's in your wallet, everything that is your fourth house. So you will benefit at this time something related to property. And why I say this, because when Jupiter looks at the second house, the fourth house, and the eighth house together, it gives something related to property. It will give you some kind of ancestral property if you deserve one. You will you will be, if you are into the field of archaeology or real estate, it is a very good time for you to prosper. Archaeology I say because of the eighth house, and real estate I said because of the fourth house. Fourth house is the house of real estate. Fourth house is the house where you also buy houses for other people. You make them take decisions. So if you are looking for a career start and just starting, and if you have interest in, you have to see your chart that how your fourth house is placed. And if you have a very good fourth house, you should consider real estate as a very good business. Here is the logic here, because the population is ever growing, so people will need house to stay. People will need businesses to run, so they will need shops. So everything real estate is will always be booming. So this is these are the results of the fourth house. From here, Jupiter looks at the sixth house. So the biggest thing Jupiter will do is use his wisdom here. And why will it use its wisdom? Because what does the sixth house represent? The sixth house represents your enemies, your diseases, your court cases. It is also the house of competition. Here, Jupiter will overcome all them wisely and carefully, because Jupiter is here looking at the house of Shukra, who is also a guru. So, Jupiter has to be very wise here to take all the decisions related to the sixth house. You have a court case. What will Jupiter do? Till it comes in more power, it will delay it, because that's its wisdom. That, oh, I am not in power right now, he may lose, let's delay. So if your court case becomes delayed, don't be angry, or don't say, oh, what is Jupiter doing? It is doing something for your good. Jupiter will never do something for your bad, right? If your enemies are trying to trouble you, he Jupiter will try to send you abroad. That, okay, let's end the chapter. There is no enemy anymore. So your daily work will also increase. Your daily routine will increase, and you will work very hard to make money. From here, Rohitji, Jupiter now looks at the eighth house, and this is the own sign for Jupiter. It is Dhanu. It is the own sign. And what do you mean when I look at my own house? I will enhance the house. I will I will empower them with all the eighth house facilities. And what are the facilities of the eighth house? The eighth house is the house where you go into deep knowledge. You go inside the box, not out of the box. You go inside the box. You start looking things very differently. This is the house which can also get you inheritance, right? Inheritance from your, that is your grandfather's money. Your grandfather has bought something which passed to your father, now it comes to you. You have a very, the longevity here increases, the lifespan increases, your way of living will your lifestyle will increase, which will help you here. Again, the eighth house is also connected to foreign connections and earning money from foreign resources. Your behavior all of a sudden will become so polite that people will say that this is now a changed man. How can he be so polite and so nice? And you have to, you here you gain a little bit weight because Jupiter is the karaka of fat. So here you gain a little bit weight. So you have to be very careful about your eating habits. And also see the third house, the second house is ruled by my Mercury, and Mercury likes eating. So here this will be a yoga where you will be gaining weight. You will be respected in the society only if you maintain dignity, status, and discipline in your routine life. Because we always say that Saturn is the planet of discipline, but we also have to understand that a guru is the one who makes you disciplined, right? And ordinarily, your life will be extravagant good here. Your fourth house is active, your enemies are not working against you, your research based house is active, you will go into multiple kind of researches for your own benefit. You will go into learning astrology, you will go into doing some research work just to make something, prove some point. You will start reading many books which you have never touched in your life. You will say, oh wow, I want to read a book, and then you will experience that and feel that wow. Some people who are also working for mining, for oil and gas industry, everything which is under the earth, archaeology, they have a very good time where their career can enhance and bring lot of happiness to them. So Rohitji, here is what is going to happen to the Taurus ascendant people when Jupiter will transit in their in their 12th house.
Very beautifully explained by you. And what I was looking that if you are going through a Jupiter Mahadasha or Antardasha, it's your 11th lord also and going to the 12th house. That means gains from abroad, and it's also looking from 12 to 8. That is also a broad house. So all good for you if you are trying for a broad thing, or sometime you don't go abroad and you just started making money from your home by working some MNC company or some other stuff like this. So this is good time. And what precautions Akashji told you about your different houses, that you have also to take care. And the remedy what you have to do is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namah. This is a mantra which you chant, and you will get the enhanced and good results of Jupiter. We wish you best of luck for this transit, and we hope everything comes good for you. Thank you, Akashji. Thank you very much to you also, because you, with your all efforts, done a great analysis, aspect by aspect, house by house. You tell everything and guide people. Thank you very much. We will like to meet you in another video with another ascendant. Till then, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata.